What's up, guys? Welcome back to the 20th episode of The Coffee Show. My name is Mike, and I got Eric with me.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, even though it kind of feels like the beginning of the week, or I don't know, it's
Yeah,
holiday
holidays.
weeks fuck us up.
That's how I felt. I'm like, God, I can't believe it's Friday already. And yesterday, I really thought it was Monday. Felt like a Monday, that's for sure.
Right. All right, so some good news this week. We're overly stocked on the puff bars, and we've got new flavors coming. What are the new flavors?
Menthol and banana ice will be the newest ones.
Okay. Two new ones.
A lot of them.
And yeah, we're stocked the fuck up, and there's more coming.
Yeah. We won't run out until 2020, that's
Right.
for sure.
And bad news for 2020.
Yeah.
Our first article here from CNN, so this literally just got announced a few hours ago. The orange man in charge has signed a bill that says that you got to be 21 and over to buy any sort of tobacco product now. So that means Swishers or we're going to have to check the clarification on pipes and water pipes and stuff like that and see if that pertains to the same thing. But vaporizers, e-juice, all that stuff. So puff bars, Juuls, everything. Yep.
But,
pretty shitty.
Yeah, and I guess also we'll have to figure out too how Nebraska will work, because we're already supposed to go to 19. So I don't know if that immediately is going to be 21 or if it will be 19 for a while and then 21.
Yeah, we got to double check these clarifications. But as of now, on the 1st of January, Nebraska itself goes to 19. So we'll do that until this new federal law goes into effect. What we've seen so far is that it's sometime in the summer, but we'll stay on top of that and we'll keep signs posted and stuff so you guys know that the apocalypse is coming.
Yeah. Everybody will start stocking up too.
Right. Stocking up. Don't buy this shit online. Don't go to some cheap Chinese website and buy the shit, because you're just going to poison yourself.
Yep, that's what we've seen all of 2019. It's
pretty much.
Cheap shit, bad shit, online shit.
Yep. So, the increased age restriction for tobacco purchases is one of several provisions outside of the spending measures themselves attached to the broader $1.4 trillion spending agreement. As of December 19th, states have raised the minimum age to buy tobacco products to 21, according to a nonprofit organization. So the states that are already at 21 are Arkansas, California, Connecticut, Delaware, Hawaii, Illinois, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Texas, Utah, Vermont, Virginia, and Washington. So there's a few that have already done it, but I don't know, I'll be curious. I want to look and see like what those states have seen as far as like how this is really helping, because in my opinion it's just going to be like alcohol. You're just going to send your older friend into the shop and get it for you.
Exactly.
Which is just turning people into criminals for no reason. The quote here says, I think this is from the Orange Man. Yeah. We have to take care of our kids, most importantly, so we're going to have an age limit of 21 or so, whatever that means. So we'll be coming out with something next week, very important, on vaping. See, these guys all just latched onto this whole quote-unquote vaping epidemic, and that really, all these guys with the fucked up cartridges messed everything up.
Yeah, you ruined it for all of us.
You ruined everything. You ruined the legal stuff. All because you want to pump out trash. So moving on to some better news here. This is from the New York Post, so we've covered this a few times here. Oh, Haley's jumping in on the podcast. So there was a Brooklyn CBD company that had 106 pounds of hemp seized by the NYPD. What was that, 2 months ago now?
Yeah, about 2. It feels like it got it. We've talked
it's
about
been a while.
it
We've
3 or 4 times.
talked about it a few times now.
Like really followed that story. Some investigative journalism
or something like that. So these guys finally got their packs back from the NYPD on Monday, and they have since deleted their tweet bragging with their cool like pose in front of the PAX picture.
Yeah,
I thought that was pretty funny.
They really thought they were out there doing something.
So they were forced to drop their charges. So again, in these situations, I'm always curious how much time and money was wasted on this.
Well, and to make it worse, they're suing the state for $10 million, and all that paperwork that they got back with their flower that says, "Hey, everything was good and legit." it's going to be some pretty good evidence, especially since they now say the paperwork is fine. But
Yep.
these guys have went through all these issues for months and months.
Yeah, you guys wasted valuable time and
Money.
yeah.
New York doesn't need to waste money on something simple like that. Get the rats off the subway first, maybe, something.
The motherfuckers got rat dogs out there. So moving on, this is an article from Greentrepreneur. I'm gonna let Eric talk about this one.
This one is the Illegal Burger. It's a franchise I've never actually heard of before, but they're one of the first ones that's a big company to actually come out and say that they're going to like have CBD infused, and they obviously do like weed infused stuff in legal states. But most of the time, like we see, like all these companies don't actually want to say it, or people say next year. We've been waiting for Bang to come out with their CBD drink for 7 months, and
Right.
nobody's heard anything.
Well, because I mean, in the eyes of the FDA, pre-mixing this stuff is still illegal. We've talked about this before.
Yeah.
You can't pre-package a food or a drink with CBD. It's still illegal in the eyes of the FDA, even though CBD itself is legal.
Yeah, I don't. It's still more research. It's all it's going to take. It's going to take forever for these people to figure out. But at least, with this guy, Jim Nixon, is the founder of it. They like CBD, and they already had a CBD business because, it helped their son with multiple sclerosis.
Right. There's a quote in here that says how they got into it, and it says, in 2007, my son Jordan was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. To combat the disease, he was given opiates, steroids, and interferon injections. After 4 years of side effects and suffering, Jordan decided to take control of his life and try a more natural approach by taking CBD oil. After 3 months of ingesting CBD, Jordan had an MRI, which shocked his doctors when the results revealed a drastic and positive change in his brain lesions. Although we were initially skeptical, since Jordan's incredible turnaround, our family has become firm believers in the positive, natural healing properties of CBD. We decided to combine our passion for restaurants with our newfound passion for the health benefits of CBD to create a way for consumers to enjoy great food in a unique themed restaurant and learn more about CBD. The result is Illegal Burger restaurants. End quote.
Yeah. I don't know if we'll get one here, but that'd be sick. That'd be a dope place to go.
Right. Literally. Dope place to go.
Yeah.
So right now they've got 5 locations that are operating throughout Colorado. Some key markets that are currently in the development plan are Colorado, Arizona, Texas, Utah, Nevada, New Mexico, Pennsylvania, Florida, New Jersey, and the Carolinas.
North Carolina's always on top of it. They want that money. They don't care. They like that money and
Give
money.
me the money.
Tourists and everything else.
Last article here is from Marijuana Moment. So I guess there was a video that came out last week that had people thinking that Coke was getting into the CBD market, and Coke wanted to reassure everybody that they are not getting into the CBD market. They'd rather pump you full of trash and gobs of sugar. I need to look into it, but I actually heard that they were talking about putting cocaine back into it in Mexico because cocaine is legal in Mexico now. But who knows how much truth there is to that? It could be the same set of rumors.
Yeah,
That'd
that
be
probably
pretty
only
funny, though.
happened if the CIA is who owned Coke.
The CIA. Let's go. So the comment comes after a man who said he obtained a prototype of a child-proof can of Coke claimed to have insider knowledge of the soda company's intent to launch a line of CBD-infused drinks in partnership with the Canadian cannabis company Aurora. So Gaber, the spokesman for Coca-Cola, recently he was approached by Coca-Cola in Canada. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the guy who was hired to redesign the can. So recently he was approached by Coca-Cola in Canada to design a machine that puts a child-proof cap on cans of Coca-Cola. He said, in Canada, Coca-Cola is coming out with a new line of Coca-Cola that contains CBD extracts, -- pretty much cannabis-based drugs. It's a shitty quote. That shows the lack of education there.
Exactly.
So the quote here from the actual Coke spokesman says, "We want to sell drinks that people can drink each day. So it's not like you have something once," he told CNBC. "You have one a day, and if you can't cross off those 3 things of legal, safe, and consumable, it's not an ingredient that's going to work for us." It's funny that they say safe, but I mean, drinking Coke isn't necessarily safe.
No, I mean, no soda is.
I'd feel much more comfortable drinking straight CBD oil than I would drinking Coca-Cola.
Yeah, that was the best thing I ever did was give up soda. The only time I ever drink any soda would be if there's vodka in it.
Yeah, we just use it for a cut.
Yeah, like other than that, I'm like, damn, sugar is just so much in it that I'm just like, nah.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
cool.
intense, man.
Sometimes I'll be like, I want a sun kiss, and I'm like, I'm gonna feel like shit for the next 2 days if I drink that.
Right.
Because
Sounds
40,
good in the moment, but
40 grams of sugar, and I'm like, damn,
right.
not me.
All right, guys, that's all we got this week. We'll catch you again next week.
Next year.
Next year.
Yeah,
Here we go with the bullshit. We go with the
2020.
New Year jokes.
Have a good one.
Later, guys.